Her diabetes has been significantly controlled due by her healthy eating and her exercise. According to Webb, MD race, African Americans, American Indians, and Mexican Americans are likely to have heart disease rather than Caucasians. You are what you eat. Diabetic amputations. Why minorities receive more than others. Race is important to discuss as it relates to diabetes and heart disease. It is important because minorities are often not aware of healthy nutrition. In addition, it occasionally costs more to eat healthy. According to Webb, MD race, African Americans, American Indians, and Mexican Americans are more likely to have heart disease than Caucasians. Minorities are at high risk of dying from heart disease, including stroke, heart attack, and some type of hypertension. Minorities lack health care that addresses heart disease and lack on ability to healthier food to circumvent heart disease. Minorities are in a higher bracket of being diagnosed with heart disease and diabetes due to limited access of healthy foods. Although city gardens are starting to sprout up that will allow access to free fruits and vegetables, there continues to be limited access to individuals in the South, as proven by increased of amputations in diabetic African Americans in Mississippi. You are what you eat. Minorities eat cultural food. This often is unhealthy, or it is cooked in unhealthy manners, like deep fried or coated in sugar and starches. Minorities often do not have access to healthy vegetables and healthy meats like fish. A diagnosis of heart disease and diabetes is scary for anyone, especially if one takes into consideration how heart disease can lead to heart attack and diabetes and can lead to amputations. Diabetic amputations. Why minorities receive more than anyone else. According to Times article, there is an increased number of African Americans who receive amputations related to diabetes in comparison to non-African Americans. In the southern states such as Mississippi, there are 6.2 per 100,000 receiving amputations, compared to 2.1 more affluent states such as California. As a Hispanic female, it concerns me that minorities are receiving more amputations related to diabetes in South compared to other states, only because I am a minority, but also because I live in a southern state. Eating healthy and exercise are instrumental in leading healthy and happy and long lives. We can see this in articles such as one published in Time, in which minorities are at an increase in amputations, and we can see this in WebMD, which indicates minorities are at an increase of getting heart disease. In conclusion, eating healthy and exercising will help to live long, healthy lives. Healthy foods are hard to access for some minorities, and there is a great deal of work to do to help all ethnic groups, but we have to start somewhere. In closing, there are so many things we can discuss to encourage healthy eating and exercise, but in the end of it all, it is truly up to that individual if they are willing to incorporate good food and exercise to help them live a longer and healthier life.